Corsair Gaming K95 mechanical keyboard with backlit white LED Cherry MX Red, CH9081 NA. Cherry MX Red mechanical switches, smooth linear key response for ultra fast double and triple taps without the audible click. Key-by-Key Customizable Backlighting, brilliant white LEDs with adjustable brightness and per key programmability. To light up just the keys you need 18 programmable G-Keys, 18 dedicated keys with 3 banks. 4 easyc single keystroke access to up to 54 of your favorite presets and key combos. Brushed aluminum chassis, professional grade look and feel plus the rugged durability needed for hours of gaming. 100% anti-ghosting with 122 key rollover on USB. Every keystroke translates into accurate gameplay. Detachable full-length wrist rest. Soft touch design that's comfortable for hours of play and easy to remove if it gets in your way. Size, extended vertical bar color, Cherry MX Red white LED. The Corsair Gaming K95 is a fully mechanical backlit keyboard with 18 dedicated macro keys for exceptional gaming performance. The built-in Cherry MX Red switches deliver smooth linear response for ultra-fast double and triple taps without the audible click. Every key is individually lit for brilliant backlighting and easy customizability to highlight important functions. The black anodized brushed aluminum structure provides rugged durability and a professional grade finish. 18 dedicated macro keys with 3 banks give you easyc single keystroke access to up to 54 of your favorite presets and key combos. Plus the 122 key rollover on USB and 100% anti-ghosting mean that every key you touch translates directly into the game. This is my first mechanical keyboard, but I knew exactly what to expect. The Cherry MX brown switches were the right choice for me and my style of computer usage, which includes lots of gaming and lots of typing. It feels so much better to type on a mechanical keyboard vs a membrane keyboard. My typing speed increased from an average of 85 WPM to 95 WPM when I made the swap. The most important cons I think any prospective buyer should know are: the keyboard needs to have the software actively running to handle advanced lighting configurations, anything other than a static color, and key macro assignments. You can take your settings with you in the form of an export, but you must have the software installed and running for your lighting profiles to work. More on this below. There is no USB pass-through on this keyboard. The keyboard requires 2 USB ports which wire off from the USB end of the cable about a foot from the end. When you approach this level of intelligent keyboard, I believe the keyboard software is just as important as the keyboard itself. Corsair's utility engine is known to be confusing and clunky, but I didn't find it to be that bad. It does have a learning curve and I needed about an hour and a half to get acquainted with the software. I'll touch on the possibilities with the software as far as I know, and I'm by no means an expert with their software yet. Button assignments. Every single key on this keyboard is logically changeable. That includes the various buttons at the very top. MRC, M1, -3C, brightness, clock and mute can all be reassigned if you so please. The keys can be assigned with a fully customizable macro, including mouse movement / clicks, a different key, a text block to paste, a simultaneous keystroke, like CTRL plus C for copy or Alt plus F4 for close, a program to launch / run, DPI changes, mouse clicks, media controls, play / volume / next track / etc. A timer at which at the end of you can specify a sound file to play a custom lighting profile to take effect and or any one of The other custom configurations you might have made using any of the features listed above the button assignments are done easily and can be as simple or complex as you want them to be. There are many more possibilities when compared to my old Logitech G110 that this keyboard replaced. Lighting effects. For me, getting the RGB version was a might as well spend the extra X bucks for the neat feature sort of thing. I'm happy I did. Oftentimes I'll quit my game to go tinker around with the software and see what cool new lighting effect I can make. The lighting possibilities are almost endless. I haven't found an end to what you can do with ITC, but I also won't say that you can do everything. There are plenty of user-made profiles on Corsair's RGB profile community that you can download and have running in seconds on your board. When I was researching this keyboard, I saw several complaints about the lack of smoothness in the transition of colors. I did notice a sloppy transition on one of the built-in profiles, where the entire keyboard stays red and the WASD and arrow keys have a slow breathing effect in which they fade to white and fade back to red. It's a slow transition, but it's not very smooth and each change between color shades is quite obvious. Not a big deal for me. All other lighting effects with color changes appeared seamless. It's a given that any key can be assigned any static color or be turned off. So here are some of the additional effects you can use. I should note that colors can be chosen using preset basic Corsair color selector box Q/SAT/val and red/green/blue or hexadecimal color codes. Gradient, a breathing effect where your selected keys will start one color and fade to another color or fade through multiple colors. I stopped adding colors after 21C, but you can add more. Ripple, a circular ripple of as many colors as you like that starts in the center of the keyboard and moves outward. You can enable/disable certain keys for this effect, but you cannot change the starting location. In this mode, wave, a flat line wave that starts from one side of the keyboard and travels across. You can select where the wave starts, how fast it goes, how many keys are in the wave's trail, whether it starts at two sides of your selected range, and which keys will participate in the wave. Reactive lighting. This is a different effect, where you can enable on top of the above settings, and it applies to the entire keyboard. There are two types of reactive lighting: gradient and ripple. They are the same as the effects listed above, but they are applied reactively when a key is pressed. Reactive gradient applies a gradient effect to the key immediately after it is pressed. Reactive ripple sends a ripple out across the keyboard with the center of the ripple being the key that was pressed. These effects are customizable separate from the normal gradient and ripple effects listed above. On device storage, this is one thing that I could not find any detailed analysis in other reviews, so I hope mine will be useful to you. The product page claims onboard memory to take performance and lighting settings with you. This is a half-truth, marketing at its finest. I mentioned earlier that you need the Corsair utility engine actively running on your host machine to basically take full advantage of the keyboard's specialty functions, lighting effects and macro assignments. Without the software running, any macros on the G-keys or other customly assigned keys will not respond per your previous assignments. This goes for your main computer, where the software is installed, but not running, like during startup/pre-login. Or a new computer that does not have the software at all. The G-keys become blank, and any remapped keys will be reset to your default keyboard layout. Dynamic lighting effects do not function, but your static lighting will remain. I can't imagine moving a near $200 keyboard around to different computers often, but if you dock, you'll need to export the keyboard profile or profiles from your main PC and import them into the newly installed CUE. It's not a big deal to make, but I wanted to spread the word. The keyboard itself. This keyboard is noisy. Yes, the Cherry MX Browns themselves do not make noise, but bottoming out the keys creates the noise. I believe installing O-rings under each key will help with that. The keyboard feels great and there wasn't too big of an adjustment moving from an old keyboard like there was when I replaced my mouse. It has a nice hefty weight to it which help all 4 other feet. 6 if you use the palm rest, grip to your surface and resist sliding. The volume wheel is metal and has an etching to grab nicely when adjusting the volume, but feels smooth when sliding your finger from side to side. The logo is a standard Corsair logo with the 3 sails, not the weird gaming one. The cable is braided all the way down continuing on past the wire that forks out for the 2 male USB connections. The G-key section does not have the brushed aluminum face, but it is a nice transition. Summary: if you've made it this far, congratulations. This will be the most comprehensive product review that I've ever written, and probably ever seen. Sorry about that. But you deserve to know everything about what you are investing in. A keyboard that will probably last you a lifetime if not abused. I'm a network engineer and I mainly work with Cisco IS and the command line interface. This keyboard assists me in doing so with plenty of text-based, script, macro options that I use on a daily basis. And when I'm not working in my free time or writing essays for product reviews, I'm on Steam playing an assortment of games. I believe I made the right choice with this keyboard both for work and for play. Questions about this keyboard are welcome.